The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. Carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A good start. One play, 10 yards.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun is Ellinger. Out to the right and complete to Pittman. So the completion gets him just a yard, and that will bring up 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route, and they just executed that one pretty well.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Ellinger to throw. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. Touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Colts get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had to feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's Watson. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. To throw is Watson. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. The Browns at 7-4 on the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a close.
He's got a man, complete. And all the way in, touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there, 60 yards. And the Browns are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Extra point by York is up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
That one goes for 24 yards. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 18 more yards there and another 1st down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
On 1st down, it's Ellinger. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a 1st down. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They move it on a drive. It's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. Those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
Well, I'm not quite sure how he got away from that first tackler, but he won't even be able to get it back to the line of scrimmage there as the defense rallies behind him. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Now Ellinger. Caught by Woods. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 52 yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw nearer to a 1,500-yard campaign. To throw is Ellinger. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Browns force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
Now a give right side. It's Barnett, and he's got some space here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Watson. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Amari Cooper, 54 yards. And the Browns have taken the lead.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
From the gun on 3rd down, Ehlinger. He's going up top for Taylor. He rifles one that's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. The quick feet by Jackson. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a give right side. It's Barnett. And some space here. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 54 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. Barnett. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They go up the middle with Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game, and no signs of slowing down.
Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now 21-7. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
On play action, Ellinger. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Browns will have solid field position here as they take over at the 45-yard line. So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Here's Ellinger. He's going to air one out. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But, Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Barnett, and he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Back to throw, Watson. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Browns drive about to get started. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Tackle there by Nick Cross. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Second and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Watson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And some room to roam now. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Now Watson. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Bobby Okereke running in and bringing him down.
Well, someone is certainly having a big game, and while that sack doesn't quite have the splash of his pick 6 from earlier, you know he's thrilled to be making big plays during a great individual effort today.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Watson. Open man here, Schwartz, complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
It's a nice completion and a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? On 3rd down, it's Barnett. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. York able to send this one through. Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. They're going to look to throw. That's complete to Pierce. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Now, despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Throwing again on second down. Ellinger. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey. And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Barnett, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. On 2nd and 7, Watson. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. Only able to gain a couple there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
He finds his man complete. That's Barnett. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Watson now to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Barnett. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
There they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Well, interceptions have been a problem in this one. If he could have gotten his feet down here, it would have been another.
Would have been a huge one. They've had a great game taking the ball away. Thought they had another one, just unable to get those cleats in bounds.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get. Keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Off the play fake, here's Ellinger. Throw left side complete. That's Taylor. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's a gain of 13 as they try to whittle away at this 13-point deficit.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
Just a gain of a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
They'll look to throw again. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Following the fumble recovery, Watson. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A Up the middle they go. Barnett. And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. 88 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On first down, it's Watson. Flush to his right. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Browns will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Well, we know he can run the ball. There he shows he has the ability to do a little bit more.
That's what you call a complete player. A guy who can run it, catch it, probably can protect the passer when necessary, but his skills are best used when you get the ball in his hands.
And that's the thing, when you've got an... And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. York now for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Ellinger eluding the pressure right. Finds his big tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A first down there on a pickup of 25. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the 4th quarter. Ellinger to throw on 1st and 10 here. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. Ellinger to throw on 1st down. They're going right back to Pittman. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
If I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
On 1st and 10, here's Ellinger. Throw taken in by Taylor, left side. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Back to the air, it's Ellinger. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Taylor will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept him out of the end zone there, this game's over.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And this will be incomplete.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When they'd line up, go ahead, and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Oh, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. And he is going to lose yardage here. The defensive coordinators love that. You got a cornerback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on run support, and stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
And, partner, one good thing about trying to defend that play, you should see it coming the whole way. You see the receiver coming in motion in your direction. Nice job eluding the blocker, making the play behind the line of scrimmage, but an even better job studying the play before you have to try and defend it in a game.
3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves them still needing 11 here on 3rd down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys in the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This to make it a 3-score game late. York able to send this one through. Well, I think congratulations are in order on that one. Only a handful of kicks in league history have ever been hit from 61 yards or further. He was approaching record-setting territory with that one.
And the kickers that we know, they can't wait for this opportunity. They've been asking for it for a long time. They talk about it in practice. They put those little subliminal messages towards their coaches. Just give me a chance. I'll make it. And he went out there and did it. Wow, that was a heck of a kick.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little...
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. A big play there for Indy. And even 50 yards.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing, and if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. 1st down, a bit of a disaster. And now on 2nd and goal, back even further. From the gun, here's Ellinger. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. And he's got it. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal. Desperation time. Here's Ellinger. Over the middle, it's complete. And he is not going to be able to get away as they swarm him for a loss shy of the goal line. The Browns drive about to get started. They're in control here as they start 1st and 10 and appearing to have righted the ship following that 2-game losing streak. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Throwing now, Watson. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And they work this out past the 25. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Barnett. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 93 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Second down at 4. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Barnett. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Watson off play action. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Colts are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Myles Garrett in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
They turn to Taylor on 4th. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far